And to run two races, 13-1 in April so far, is great against a good field, and working on a lot of things, a lot of training this week. I was on the track on Tuesday, but that's about it. And I had football all week as well, but they're doing a good job taking care of me. Their number one thing is to keep me healthy throughout this, period of me trying to do football and track at the same time. It wouldn't make much sense for me to get injured doing it, because then I'm not of use in any sport.
The fact that you're making this transition to football, in any way has it taken the pressure off you in track? Has it relaxed you at all? Have you maybe appreciate it more?
I think it's one of those things I've done my whole life, so I kind of felt like a little bit empty without it. The last 4 or 5 years when I was just doing track, in the off season, I'm like, what am I doing? Obviously I'm training and stuff like that, but my whole life I've been back and forth, so it kind of felt weird, but it's good to be back into it. I love the game of football. I love being with the team, and so I just am enjoying myself. You can't take, sports is something that we train hard for. Me and Omar train really hard year round, and if you take it too seriously, you'll break down and you won't like it anymore. You won't want to come out to meets. You won't want to go to games and stuff like that. So having a good time doing it is really important. And luckily in track we get to travel a lot, so that's a plus too.
If you like what you're seeing, remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more amazing stuff.
What's your plan moving forward, obviously, with football? How would you prioritize track at this point? Is it solely your eyes on football, ingratiating yourself with the Eagles? Or is there still sort of, you're trying to balance the two?
Yeah, so I'm going to do my best to balance the two. Had a lot of conversations with the coaching staff, position coaches, head coach, OC, and then also strength and conditioning. Like I said earlier, the most important thing is to stay healthy. Obviously, if I'm going to continue to run track and train for U.S. championships and world championships, it behooves me to try to win it, and be in the best shape I possibly can be, and be as prepared as I possibly can be to win it. Because if I'm not going there to win, then I should just focus on football now. But I am doing football. I was at OTAs this week. It was a good refresher of what I need to do. Football hasn't changed. It's the same sport I played for 15 years. And, this next week I'm going to take a week off the track and kind of just focus on the football stuff. And then once this week of OTAs is done, I'm going to take 2 weeks back on the track. I had a couple meets lined up, and then kind of go back and forth until the first week of June. And then, spend the next 6 weeks getting ready for Worlds and U.S. championships and stuff like that. But I'm in good shape already, foot speed wise, fitness, I'm in pretty good shape. I can stand to lose a couple pounds just because I'm a little bit heavy. But other than that, I feel good. Omar could, tell you too, health is the most important thing in this game. If you can just put weeks, back-to-back weeks of training where you just stay healthy, you might do 3 days a week, but if you're healthy, that's great. As opposed to working super hard and then having to take 4 weeks off because you can't train. So I'm going to keep it that way, and I'm looking forward to the process and enjoying it. I did it in college as well, and it worked out for me then. The 7-step thing, I think, a lot of people put too much weight on the start, 8 or 7. They're like, oh, well, 7's the best because that's, the world record holder ran 7 and Grant's running 7. But it's really how you feel. And I got to a point last year where I just felt like I was putting the brakes on too much into 1. And so, we try to transition to 7 so I can accelerate through one. And that's the most important thing in the hurdles is, use the first 3 hurdles to accelerate and then go. If you're trying to accelerate hurdles 3 through 7, you're already behind, and you got to play catch up. And a lot of times that doesn't work because you press, so you're not relaxed. So the 7 I think is going to be good. It's been going well so far. Like I said, I was a little bit overzealous to switch 2 weeks before USA's, but it's working out now. So.
Okay, Coach. Yeah.